Welcome, everyone. Noah here on the Dynamics Weekly newsletter and podcast. This is a special series of podcasts about Dynamic Communities Community Summit, which is scheduled for October 19th through the 23rd in Orlando, Florida. Here it is already in July. The summer is speeding past us. So if you have not had a chance to register for Summit, take a minute, go check out their website of all the sessions and all the presenters that will be there, all the sponsors. There's a lot of information that will be covered during that short time period in Orlando. Keep in mind also that they have different registration options on that website, SummitNA.com. You have registration for Summit, which gives you access to all the sessions during the week at Summit and Expo Hall as well. There's also registration for Academy classes. So those are separate from Summit. And those Academy classes start the weekend before Summit, even the week before, and some are even after Summit. So if you want to do classroom training, check out the Academy class options on that website. We'll be talking with Academy class and session presenters leading up to the conference. And today, on our 27th interview, these have really flown past, we have Tonya Bricco-Meske with us. Tonya, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Glad you're here with us. Audio sounds great. I figure we'll just start off with a little bit about you and who you're with.
Absolutely. So, my name's Tanya. I have been working in the NAV/BC space since almost a decade now. I am a developer, so I like anything on the more technical side of BC. I also am a Microsoft MVP. So that really talks to my love of sharing knowledge with others. And I have a blog called bcdevnotebook.com, which shares a lot of my dev tips and tricks to help, you know, seasoned developers as well as focus on helping new developers in the BC space. And it also features pictures of my cats, Rogan and Ajax. So if you're a cat
Awesome.
person, you can check them out. Um, I am also at RSM and a part of our BC development team. So I work on customizations for clients. And um, I guess my session this year at Summit is cracking the code event subscriptions for AL development success. I'm co-presenting with Brad Pendergast, and this session is actually um, like just a treasure trove of information for developers, whether you're brand new to BC and you're like, what is this whole eventing nonsense? How do I figure out which events do I use? We're going to talk about some tooling inside of VS Code where we do our development that can help you find the correct events to use, some of the development best practices. So whether you're new or you're experienced, I feel like you're definitely going to pick up some information in our session this year.
Right there. This is aimed for a breakout session, which is about 60 minutes. So you are co-presenting with Brad,
Yes.
and both of you will you be in the product during that breakout 60 minutes, or
Yeah,
more
I think
discussion?
so it'll be, I think, a lot of demos in VS Code, so showing different eventing techniques and um, some of the areas that we consistently see that we're customizing for customers.
Mhm.
Like what are the events that we need to make sure that your custom fields flow through from, like, say, the sales header on a sales order all the way to the posted sales invoice, or um, just like best practices for checking if records are temporary, or some of the, I guess, lingo that we use in AL development that, especially if you're new, you might be struggling to understand, like what's an XREC or things like that.
Mhm. Okay. And I see it's listed as the intermediate for the ability level, product, primary product, business central, nav, primary track, development, and architecture, and then categories under business central and nav. Have you and Brad presented this session before?
We have. We do present on like VS Code tips and tricks. So we're looking to, I guess, expand what we can co-present on and just give that like treasure trove of information that, you walk out of the session, you're like, how can I possibly like remember all of this? Or there's so many
Yep.
things that I want to start working with. So I love presenting with Brad. It's really fun. And even though he admits he's not a cat person, he likes, adding the cat's pictures and things to our presentation. So,
Well, that's nice of him. Yeah.
yeah.
So you've been in the dynamics field for a decade or more. So you've
Yes.
probably been to a lot of summits.
Yes, I have been to quite a few. So I
Uh,
think last year it really surprised me just how many like new people we had to BC because, in the past it's people who have maybe done some nav development and are transitioning to BC or, there's so many of us in the community. It's like a family, a family reunion,
it is, yes.
reconnecting with everyone. Um, so it's really exciting to see so many new faces and I know like at RSM we have a lot of like younger talent that we're teaching all of these things as well. So to get some of those people into, the dynamics community space and have them, see what's all available at Summit in terms of sessions, I think there's quite a few of us, especially like in the MVP space, where we have a development focus and there's kind of been a hole where, especially in the States, we haven't had like that super deep technical knowledge. And so trying
Hmm.
to, I think, raise the bar with like how do you become, like a more advanced developer and how do we ensure our code quality because, we do look at each other's code from time to time, if customers switch
Hmm.
partners or things like that. So, and then just being able to collaborate with one another and, make the best better.
And your code work, is that is primary now just with Business Central. Do you do any of the other ERPs like F&O or anything else?
No, I focus strictly on Business Central. I do dabble with the Power Platform. So, doing, integrations, especially with Power Automate, that's something that I also work with.
Okay. And RSM is a big name in the industry here. They'll probably will they have a booth in the expo hall?
Yes, we absolutely will have a booth and we will have, I think most of our MVPs are also presenting on all of the various product lines. So, and also, of course, breaking into that Copilot space and how do we leverage Copilot across all of the different product lines.
So RSM's going to have like a pretty solid attendance there. Maybe I
Yes.
don't know what, 6, 10, a dozen people.
I'd say probably like over 30 people there
Oh,
from
really? That
RSM.
is impressive. Yeah.
Yes, yes. We
They've
we
got
bring
all of
a
those
whole
covered.
yes, we bring a whole troop of people covering all of the different product lines, as well as like I know last year we had some of our tax experts that were there as well. Um, so just kind of bringing our wealth of knowledge and how we can be first choice advisors for all of your business.
I may have to look at getting a podcast panel just for all of RSM people coming in. So,
Yes, absolutely.
well, I'll see if I can set that up with everybody.
That would be awesome.
Uh, and so you were at Summit last year in San Antonio,
Yes, I was.
presenting there as well.
Yes.
It is. I hear we're planning for a record attendance this year in Orlando,
Yes, it's
which is,
amazing.
yeah. So it's great to see the comeback from the COVID years, and looking forward to seeing everybody that has been there in the past and new people as well.
Absolutely. I think that's the most exciting part is, just the networking opportunities that are available when you attend Summit.
I agree. I mean, going to these big conferences, you get the two main things. Well, it's fun as well, just to go and
Right.
to experience the energy of everybody there that are all doing about something in the same field that you're in. But the educational part of it is a tremendous value for everybody, and the networking is tremendous value for everybody. I mean, it's very great community to be a member of.
Yes, absolutely.
And so you're an MVP. I know MVP panels for this year.
I think we tend to set those up the closer it gets to Summit, because it kind of depends on, what the schedule ends up looking like and who's presenting when. So I'm sure I'll probably be a part of a few panels. I know last year I was a part of like a technical panel that was focused around Business Central. And so
Okay.
um, that was, I think, what really opened my eyes to how many like new developers we had, or it was a lot of like IT directors at companies who
Hmm.
are now starting to do their own AL development in shop. And so trying to relay some of our best practices, working for a partner, we do work very closely with Microsoft and we, you know, have the ability to see what they're working on and maybe kind of influence the product as well. But trying to make sure that like we can partner with end users and help them, develop things. So I know a lot of times it might be like APIs are a big thing that you just need these fields exposed. Um,
Hmm.
so, or adding fields to pages or some of that simpler, things. And so even eventing, like I said, making sure that your data flows through the system correctly. This is definitely a session that would be helpful for anyone who's looking at AL development.
Great. And for people who may want to get in touch with you either before Summit starts or before your session or after your session, do you have a preferred method of contact for everybody?
I think the easiest way to get a hold of me would be connecting through LinkedIn and just sending me a message through there. Otherwise, I have my blog or I'm on like Twitter or Blue Sky, things like that. But LinkedIn is probably the easiest way to find me.
I hear more and more of the people I speak with when I ask them about the contact method, LinkedIn is becoming more and more popular, uh,
Yes.
more so than emails.
Yeah, I feel like um, I really enjoy using LinkedIn just to build my network and stay in contact that way because
Yep.
let's face it,
I'm
like our emails just become a black hole sometimes of everything that you need to follow up on. So,
I agree. There is a lot of spam even on LinkedIn, but I feel like it's easier to get around that on LinkedIn than it is an email. And
yep,
the spam filters on email, sometimes they, hide the important stuff from us. So
right,
LinkedIn's a good method for
exactly.
me as well. And you've been to the same venue that we're going to go to Orlando before, the Gaylord Resort down there.
Yes, yes, I have
It's a
been.
great property,
Yes, it's beautiful.
all under glass, so you don't have to get out in the sweltering Florida heat. Where are you dialing in from?
I am from central Wisconsin.
Okay, so you're not down here with the humidity that Florida has. I'm in Pensacola,
Yeah,
so I'm um, used to it, I guess myself. But a lot of people that come and visit are just hit in the face with the humidity and the heat when they get off the airplanes here. So. But everything at the
Yeah.
venues, pretty much everything is under glass, big atriums, a lot of waterways, uh, easy to navigate. And
Yes.
even though it's all indoors, they still have turtles and alligators.
That is so crazy.
I know. Have you taken a chance to feed the gators?
I have not. I'll have to add that to my list this year.
You could give it a shot. Yeah, it's supervised. So
It's supervised.
yeah,
Love it.
don't take it upon yourself, but go with uh, the the group that does it.
Okay.
All right, Tanya. Well, anything else that we can add about your session that's coming up or about your organization? We'll put links in the bio for all of your blog site, website, and anything else you want to add.
Okay.
But any other comments here?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
Good stuff to mention to everybody because this conference will be here in no time, and
Absolutely.
when they get down there, it's going to be a lot of sessions. So I really encourage everybody, if you are looking at the list of sessions and you're trying to figure out what you want to attend, do it now. Don't wait to try to figure out what sessions you want to go to when you get there, because you'll be in such a rush, you will not have time to look over that schedule. So do it ahead of time, mark it down. I'm sure in the mobile app, there's like a little help thing to help you schedule stuff when the complete schedule comes out. But do it ahead of time
Yep.
and
And
add Tanya's session.
yes, add my session and definitely I think there's always like a kind of like a medic desk, like go ask the
Yes.
experts, get some help. Um I kind of hung out there quite a bit last year, so that's also a great way to meet some of the people who have that deep knowledge and ask some questions. It's, that free consulting time where you can ask any help that you need. Um, and then I think just, kind of reach out to people that you're interested in networking with and try and schedule some, coffee chats or grab a cocktail as you're walking through the expo center. Because I know it always feels like it goes by so quickly, it's hard to
It
connect with
does.
all of the people that you want to connect with. So,
Hmm. I mean, yeah, just if you're trying to meet people in the expo hall, when you walk into the expo hall, there are booths everywhere. It's really, I mean, it's hard to imagine someone going to all the booths during that time it's open.
right. Yeah.
Schedule those meetings ahead of time.
Yep, absolutely. Make sure to stop in and visit the RSM booth as well.
Yep. Well, hey, Tanya, thank you for joining me today. It is always great to share with our audience news about upcoming events like Summit. And to all of our listeners out there, if you get a chance, when you go down to Summit, please try to meet and introduce yourself to Tanya. It's always great to meet the people and associate an actual face with an email address or a LinkedIn profile account. Networking is a huge part of it. And I'm sure Tanya would appreciate meeting you while you're down there.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Hopefully, we will see all of you in Orlando. Tanya, thank you so much. We'll see you down there.
Thank you.